Hey guys, this is Hell Hades free to play. Oh, it's so funny, like working from my main account to this account, different decisions you're making, different stuff going on. And damn, we've had some like big decisions that have happened within the last 24 hours. Firstly, we kicked some people out of the competition. And you might be like, is this harsh? It's not harsh. They're literally not running this thing for free. So this was the champion development leaderboard as of about 3 hours ago. I had a chat with Saf. Saf was like, yeah, we can just run a little query within the optimizer. And yes, lo and behold, actually 3 people have been kicked from the community group for spending. Yeah, so Crimson was one of those. By the way, someone might have started the free-to-play challenge and then decided, you know what, the account's going well. I've seen a pack I want to buy. I no longer care about the challenge and I'm just spending. So whatever. But do be rest assured that we do pick up on these things and they are removed. As of right now, they are no longer in the group. So if you were to go onto the leaderboard, you can see here in community that no longer does Crimson sit on the top of champion development. So there you go. Let's go on to some of my tough choices I've got to make then. So firstly, I need to make a decision about my next 6-star. And something happened yesterday after my video, which was extremely unexpected. And it's left me with a really tough one, actually. Also, when things like passes drop, so on my main account, I'm like, do I want to buy it all up? On this one, I'm like, can I try and grab some bits? I will be doing the daily challenges every single day. Like every single day to get some of this set. The set is so crazy good for a new player. Like, it's so good. And you need to try and get yourself really to 4 pieces to get the value from it. Honestly, really to 6 pieces to get the value from it. You know, to get real value. And that's hard when you're just working with this kind of like top level of stuff. If you do these daily challenges every day, you will get some stuff. Yeah, you will. Obviously, you're not going to get all of the extra gear that you get from the bottom row. And you won't get really very many accessories and stuff like that. But for a free-to-player, these type of passes are actually brilliant. Like, really good. Because most of it is just do what you're doing anyway. You know, play the game. And, you know, maybe make some slight alterations to how you're playing the game. You know, for instance, in the arena, the way I'm playing the game right now, which is a joke, honestly, is refresh every 15 minutes or whenever I'm active and try and find a team that I can beat up. If I do find one, I beat it up and I move on with my life. Like, that's the joke that is arena for an early player. By the way, just hit level 45. So what day am I on here? So I've clicked on 12 days, but I'm actually 11 days into the challenge. Just hit level 45, which is kind of quick, actually. Pretty pleased with that. What do I get for that? Oh, it's big. It's absolutely humongous. 100 gems takes me to the point where I could get Masteries on my next champion. This is a massive, massive thing for the account. I've also been finding the odd ancient shard in here, so I'm keeping my eyes open for those. I do have one more cheeky one to pull. I'm going to do this now because I'm making decisions right now on net 6-star. Full cleanse actually might end up being interesting. Voidy, anything cheeky on the voids? Anything cheeky? Not really. She hits pretty damn hard. Poison, AoE drop defense. AoE drop defense for faction was actually really helpful. What's this? Dark Elves, yeah. And then she's got this thing here. I feel like she gets in the way in arena. Anyway, she'll be someone I use, but only for faction ones. Right. This is what happened yesterday. But Julie popped out of a shard, and I was like, I've always been a hater on Juliana. Always. But in this type of challenge where we're not allowed to use legendaries that we've pulled, okay, you're allowed to use legendaries that you earn from, like, let's say somehow I was able to get my way right down this monster path and get this guy. I would be allowed to use him on this account. If I do a fusion, I'm allowed to use that champion. If I get Arbiter, for example, through the missions, I can use Arbiter. But if I pull a legendary through a shard, I cannot use that champion. That's the rules. So for those people saying, like, why is this a chicken? It's a chicken for that reason. Which means that when you're then making decisions on epics, everything changes. Yeah, I don't have that kind of fallback of, well, I know I'm going to get better soon enough. And actually, Juliana for Clan Boss is bringing poisons, a burn, and cycling turns pretty quick, which means that she's pretty high priority in my Clan Boss team right now. The burn enables Rathalos more often. I do have Mordecai in there right now, but he is not, in my opinion, he's not really a Clan Boss champion. He brings not a lot. Other than enabling Rathalos, he's not bringing much. The other thing which is cool here about Juliana, I actually don't need to book her at all. More damage with books, kind of whatever. More damage on the A2, kind of whatever, really. Unless you were going to pair her with Romero, which I won't. Firstly, I don't have him. Even if I did, I'm not sure that I would. And this one, okay, you get a higher chance to land the burn. That would be nice to have. That would be nice, but I don't know. 75% still pretty decent. Certainly if I'm running her and Mordecai at the same time, I've got absolutely no reason to book this. So I'm feeling like I can run it unbooked. And also, it's actually someone in the community. Apologies, I can't remember who it was. But someone I was chatting to yesterday, I was like, trouble is, it's only places of poison. I don't know if it's worth it. This is actually worded totally wrong. And it might have been when they recently buffed her, or fairly recently buffed her, that this was the change that they did. I can't remember, honestly. But this is now per hit. And that's massively different. Places of poison for 3 turns per hit. And it's a double hit. So, in effect, you're getting 6 ticks of poison every time you do this skill. And because Array 1 cycles back fast, or cycles turn meter, you get back to this relatively quick. So, I think she's my next 6-star. I do have chicken, 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 chicken. So 4 chickens done. I've got the next 40 ready. And then I'm just working on the next bunch of 4-stars to go into this dude. So I'm actually going to have my next 6-star really quick. And I'm pretty certain it's going to be Juliana. Another decision that I've got to make, which is tough, is where do Masteries come from, right? So Rathalos just seems like he's the obvious choice. Go out, grab his Masteries with the 800 gems. And he kind of is. But it could be Majules. It could actually be Majules because the thing is, one of the biggest reasons why Masteries are so impactful at this level is that when you put someone in lifesteal gear, give them War Master, when they hit, they do enough damage with the War Master proc to go back to full health, which means you get a lot longer runs in Clan Boss. That's the biggest reason. There's other reasons as well, but that's one of the biggest reasons that War Master is so effective. So War Master plus lifesteal is so effective early on. So that's big. However, Rathalos can actually hit. He can already hit himself and can give himself some pretty good healing just from whacking stuff, right? So potentially, I would get more value from putting War Master on Juliana, potentially. And it got double hit it. I just feel like maybe she's the one who deserves the Masteries. I will read the comments. Let me know what you think. Firstly, is she your next 6-star if you're me? Secondly, out of these two, where would you put Masteries if you were buying them next? I will read some comments and then I will make that decision later on today. But it's big either way. It's big either way. A couple of other little tips. I want to show you where I'm at on this monster path here. So I've already claimed stuff down the left-hand side. I claimed this energy before I went down the left-hand side. And I'm, 1,700 points off of the first epic book. I will definitely get that within my time because obviously I'm going to 6-star someone soon. And then I will start working my way down the right-hand side. Potentially, I mean, I wouldn't mind these lunar points. And maybe I pick up another book if I'm lucky. I'm not sure. But definitely one. And then hopefully some lunar points as well. And you're like, how have you got there? Well, I've been farming food like non-stop. Yeah, that's basically all I've been doing with my energy. But also my chickens, I put a few brews into them yesterday. My 5-star chickens in the tavern, just put some brews into them all. Gives you a ton of points. Yeah, I know I'm going to feed them. It's still worth it if there's an event on, like a champion training type event, and you're trying to get something. Just make sure that you're within like touching distance of getting something, but it's really worth it. So yeah, actually massive. Okay, one other thing then, which happens with hitting level 45, is you unlock Hydra. So Hydra is now open. We're going to do a Hydra run. Maybe we'll just do it. I probably will not consume this key. I wonder if anybody is actually hitting Hydra yet. So let's show leaderboards. First, I'm going to show just our creators. Yeah, so there's 53 odd, is it? Creators. We're all doing different challenges to earn points. Yeah. See how others are doing on Doom Tower. I've done this as well, just not logged it yet. So me and Mullet Reaver are the only ones who've beaten 30 so far. I've done it already. Check. I was doing it on my phone, so it doesn't log it until I do it again. Yeah, I did do it. So it doesn't log it until I do it with the optimizer open. So I'm going to do that today. It'll get me some extra points. But yeah, only Mullet Reaver and myself have beaten that so far in the content creators. Clan Boss, loads of people are hitting hard. Do we even have Hydra on here? Maybe we don't. I think Hydra, yeah, I remember having a chat with Saf about this. So Hydra is to be added. I'm sure that we're going to add Hydra in. But Saf was like, well, no one's going to get there for a little while. And it was extra coding that he hadn't done yet. So it will come on here. I was just curious to see if anyone else was hitting Hydra yet. Obviously, I'm not seeing it there. Yeah, I was just curious to see if anyone else had hit it yet. But there's only going to be a select few people that have even unlocked it. And we're going to try and see what I can do. Now, a few things here. Mordecai is massive for me. AoE HP burn, absolutely massive. Rathalos should be kind of massive as well. Kale, whatever. Dicey for the AoE drop defense is big. Any sort of burns I can do are useful. And then it's kind of like, what else have I got, honestly? And all I've really got is Diabolist doing some sort of turn meter stuff. Nothing. I guess there is a block buffs here on Luria that could be okay, but probably not worth, I think. So let's see. Don't forget, you could do a trial key like I'm going to do here. I've still got plenty of time in this week to do stuff. Yeah, I've got a lot of time in this week. Look how slow I am that I don't even get a hit in before they do. Got poison, head, so I need to get burns out for this. We've got the cleanser who's going to cleanse everything that I do. And I can't provoke them because I don't have a provoke yet. So that's going to be a mess for me. Head of Mischief is annoying. And then Head of Wrath is just going to blow me up. So this is going to be a very quick run. Increase speed up. I'm going to put burns out. Even though it's going to get cleansed, I've just got to get as much damage done as I can in a really short period of time. That's my vibe anyway. I might be wrong on that. Until I've got a provoker, I feel like that's the way to go. If I could hit this and stun this, then maybe I've got a chance of actually making this work. So I think we just go. Burns are everywhere. I think we just go in for this. I'm hoping that Rathalos just does some absolute obscene damage here with this hit. Burns are out. Got increased attack up. Drop defense is on. A3 it. It's not that much, really. Did I get a weak hit? No. It's not that much yet. So I'm probably going to get the full cleanse. Yeah. So what have I done? 560k. I'm probably about to get smacked into the ground. And now Poison Cloud is on. Slow. Whoa, whoa. I don't want to keep that. So 589. If I can get a provoke out from somewhere, I'm going to get Jizzo by the end of the week. If I can just provoke the head of cleansing, head of decay, I think it is, then my damage probably at least doubles. At least doubles. How long have we actually got on this rotation? I think I've still got ages, right? But oh no, I haven't. 24 hours. Kind of need to make it happen today. That's annoying. I wouldn't mind just getting some rewards. How much do I need to hit? 1.6. Sounds like it's not doable. By the way, if you never use this, you should use this now. In game, it's actually very useful if you're just trying to find something in particular. So I want to see if we've got anyone with provoke. Vanguard. Are you suddenly useful? Places provoke for 1 turn if the target's under decreased defense. Guaranteed. The trouble is it becomes quite baity because you're like, oh man, this guy's actually not terrible either. Margrave, generally not terrible. But yeah, Vanguard here could be my answer. Trouble is, like, I'm trying to get my 6-star. That means I'm going to have to take him at least to level 40. I think I'm going to have to do it. I've also made a call. During this video, I know I said I'd wait for comments, but I kind of need to act right now. Rathalos is going to be my champion that's going to get the Masteries. The reason why I'm doing this right now is because also it should enable me to completely be able to farm Minotaur with Rathalos and Kale, which means that I get cheaper Masteries now on everybody else, and that's big. So we're going to go for, I'm just make sure I'm doing this right. Everything's single hit. Yeah. So we're going to go for War Master on him, which I think is just really important down the left-hand side. Don't need support tree on him, so you don't need the accuracy. So I think we just take reduction of damage. Chance to counterattack with him is massive because the more hits you do, the more often you get his passive away. So that's really important on this guy. These two become really high value. Life Drink is helpful for more healing, damage, and then Cycle of Violence for general content I think is helpful as well. So Masteries on him will help us. Vanguard, we're just leveling up. So yeah, we're just going to spend a bit of time in the campaign. I guess before we jump back into that Hydra run, I'm just going to see if I get some more resources that I can use here. I really need brews, so may as well grab my clan boss rewards. We are beating hard as a clan now. Oh, nice little shard. Yeah, we're beating hard as a clan now daily, which means we're getting the double chest, which is big. Actually, any more stuff you can get is big. That's the facts at this level. You know, anything more? Oh, can you believe it? Double. We'll take it. We'll take it. I don't know if I've had any brews though. I really could use some brews. Oh, I could really use a brew or two. Oh, there we go. There's a couple. Nice. We might as well do a hard hit as well. So Majuli is in. Rathalos has now got his War Master. And let's see what we can do. Obviously, now got Masteries on 2. Got Burns. Maybe actually try and play the burn card as well as I can. So we're keeping Maud in for now for that increased burn. Might as well keep him rolling as many hits as possible. A3 first. So you see, basically you got double damage there because of the additional War Master hit. So she's coming in, Majuli, with the double poison. Beautiful. And that's now a lot of extra damage I didn't have before. Maud doesn't do a lot, so we're just going to let him use his turn meter boost. I got A2 there. I've still not put any books into my Rathalos yet. I do have some to come, but just more poisons on. We've still got a burn up for now, so we're just going to A1. Turn meter. Won't be alive for long because of what gear I've got her in right now, so just try and get as much out of her as I can while she's alive. Reapply that drop defense, even though I've got tons of it in this team. Cycle some turns. Poisons whenever I can. Resisted. Now we can place that burn. There it is. 3-turn burn. Love it. Rathalos keeps his damage up. Julie's taking the stuns, which is not great. And we're getting resist here. I need to get an amulet with some accuracy on Kale. There's the big hit, 96k. Would have preferred it on the A2. Maybe I should have tried to get it onto the A2, actually. That's on me. About that next time I do a run. Hopefully we get some poisons here. Getting a resist. My accuracy is just too damn low. This Kale, a bit annoying. Let's hit again. Hopefully some more poisons. That's a second rotation of them. Yeah, so many resists on this Kale. I'm probably better off putting Maud on my lead right now. So if I had Majuli in some sort of regen gear or some way, you know what? I'm going to rerun this with Mordecai as my lead and see if I get more damage, because I'll tell you now, Kale has had so many resists. It's insane. So just for anyone who doesn't know, close the game down, come back in. You don't lose your clan boss key. You can run it again if you just want to try stuff. Wish they would just do a regroup like they've gotten. So now we get an extra 40 accuracy for the whole squad. Tons of extra turns. He would be worth getting some Masteries on as well, and 6-star because he just cycles so many turns. But this time around, I think I'm going to go A2 first, so I can try to get the big hit on his A2. Hopefully we don't get the resist. We didn't land a single poison. Are you kidding me? We only landed one with Juliana. Again, depends how much you want to min max, but some people would literally just start again right now. A3 there. This is my luck right now. I really like Dythes. He's massive, massively better than I ever thought he was going to be. Really, really great pull for me. On it. Juliana's still taking those stuns. A2 big hit. 91k. There's not much in it, actually, between the A2 and the A3, in fairness. Still, that's a big hit, considering he's got absolutely trash gear right now. There's the extra poisons on. Still alive somehow. One poison. Come on, Kale. Get in the game, Kale. See what I mean about his hits? Bearing in mind he's got crap gear, he can actually heal himself. And that's why I was really unsure between him and Juliana for Masteries. And I'm not sure I actually made the right decision, honestly. It's more about I can make his happen right now, which means that I've got a better chance of getting this Hydra stuff done. That's pretty much where the decision like ended. Yeah, I don't know if I'm even better off than I was because I've just not landed many poisons just because of RNG this time, not even about resistances. But you notice we're not getting the resistances, which is the main thing. Big hit again, 2.8 mil, burn up. I guess we just auto from here. I should be somewhere close to, I think I might even get close to 5 mil here. I actually realized I didn't have my extractor running, so that wouldn't have counted on my scoreboards and stuff. I'm hoping it still does, even though I'm starting it halfway through a fight. I think it does. But yeah, you do need that on. If you're trying to get onto the scoreboards and stuff, even as a community member, you do need that optimizer running. Kale's now taking the hits, keeping that increased defense on. Beautiful. Up to 5 mil. This is my best hit on hard so far. And honestly, it could have been better, as we saw. Kale's a goner. We get a counter attack, which does count for his procs. 5.73, not bad. 2 mil, 2.4. Juliana came in with half a mil. Moore did half a mil. Decent. Okay, that's getting there. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere on damage, and that I'm pretty much getting towards that 2 key area, which is where I want to be, because then I can do 2 key, 1 key, 1 key in a day. And then eventually, as a clan, we'll probably start moving on to brutal before too long. So what I'm thinking is just upgrade, not this guy, upgrade this guy's level a bit. I don't have much. I don't have much at all. Oh, I've got nothing. I've got no resources. I've got barely any energy. Suffering. I am suffering. Actually, I might be able to get some energy out of this. Yeah, I can. I guess I'll just show you my run here against Agref whilst I'm doing it. Basically, what I did was took down wave 1, some gentle persuasion, got myself ready for wave 2. I'd rather, I kind of need a nuke. I've got to save a nuke. Yeah, I need to save either a Kale nuke or a Rathalos nuke for when we get into the fight. So we just want to take some people down, but try and get back to abilities ideally. Try and hold some stuff. AoE here gets me a freeze. That's good. Try and kill this one. But I don't think this is going to be an auto team, which is annoying because I need to do some auto keys for a mission. Get off what I can. I want to hold, as I say, I want to hold the nukes for when we get into the fight. Not ideal, but we're okay. So yeah, we're going to take a ton of damage up here. Now, Kale and Rathalos both in lifesteal gear. Means that either of them can nuke here, get enough damage to kill these spiders, and then it's just cycling. So we're cycling abilities. Most people will die. Try not to use too much like multi-use poisons and stuff because you're going to ramp up the ticker on you really quick. And if you've got cycling abilities like this guy, cycle through your poisons as quick as you can. Otherwise, they just ramp up on you. And this guy's an absolute nightmare for it. Right. Big hit in. Oh, it's big as well. So you see me doing this manually. It's like pretty comfortable actually. But on full auto, I need to save a Kale or a Rathalos nuke. That's the main thing. And for when she respawns her spiderlings. And it's not necessarily that easy to do. But this is pretty comfortable. So whereas I couldn't beat stage 30 last time, we're like annihilating stage 30 this time around. Shows the difference between having the right sets, I guess, the right teams to be able to beat certain bosses. I didn't have anything ready for the Scarab boss yet. But again, just nuke the spiderlings when we need it, beat it easily, and yeah, that's an easy clear. You notice as well, I'm actually farming Griffin because this gear is really good for early game clan boss as well. So all of my forge materials will always be coming from the Guardian set. That's even though it's like lowby stuff, like 4-star gear can still be useful at this stage. So yeah, I'm farming the Griffin out as much as I can. Should get that done. We'll do the extra clan boss key. Can't remember what I hit before, but 6.2 on this one. Actually pretty solid. We're getting there. We're moving. What does that give me? 11.6 is what I need to do. 11.9. Nice. 2 keyed it. So 2 key in hard after this many days. Actually pretty decent. I'm happy with that. That's my quests done for today. I guess we keep going with the cheeky extra shard pools. It's either food or it's champions that we can work with, right? So again, early on, I just like to get champions on the board. Won't be too long before I start saving for events. This guy's going to be really helpful for faction wars. Anyone with decent AoEs, it's going to be helpful. Certainly with defensive-based champs. We've got another epic. Right, what we got? Pestilus. Pestilus as another epic choice. Leech is actually decent. Okay. Leech is decent for me. Another burner. Heals all allies by 15% max HP if the HP burn is placed. Fills the turn meter of allies if it's not. Weird skill. Weird skill. So I guess what they're saying here is build with accuracy if you want to heal. Build with no accuracy if you just want to get a turn meter fill. Also, like, I guess also you can only book it up to 75% chance to land. But pretty good. Like, a heal for me is, again, it's massive for Clan Boss. Leech and a heal. I don't have anything doing this apart from lifesteal gear. There's increased accuracy and increased crit damage on all allies for 2 turns. Also kind of cool. Interesting champ. Certainly a champion I will use. It's the first like proper support champion I've got. And Leech for me in Clan Boss is going to be useful. But again, only really when we get Pestilus to maybe like level 50. Choices, choices, choices. Okay, cool. That's good though. Another epic on the account. Very good. Got to pick these up. We get all of these Forge Pass stuff done. And we keep working on this stuff. I'm just going to save all of those Forge Pass materials until pretty much I've capped it out. And then I'll do that as a separate pool session, I guess, on the free to play. So back to the campaign. Back to the grind. Get this dude leveled. Pestilus is going to help us right now. Probably not. Kind of does, but probably not as well. I haven't got enough room. I haven't got enough room on the account to like keep leveling everybody up. This is where you get to that danger zone of I've now got stuff that I want to play around with, and everyone that you're leveling up slows down the progression of your next 6-star, which actually is the big change. All of these like level 40s and 50s, they're small tweaks, and you might need to invest in some, like I'm trying to do here, and it might be for no reason in the end, but I'm trying to do it here for a specific reason of I think I can earn more short-term reward from Hydra if I get this guy leveled. Like that's my thinking. And you know, things like the Masteries, well, short-term, I might be able to get bigger Clan Boss hits and stuff like that. But you need to also have that longer-term view of more 6-stars means I can do more stuff quicker. Like I've been in campaign more than anywhere else. In fact, other than missions, I have not set foot in dungeons. I have not farmed Spider. I have not farmed Dragon. Any of those areas. Any of those areas where you'd think, why is HH not there? I've just not been there. Okay, I've just not been there. Doesn't make sense for me right now to do that. So, yeah, it's just a call out. I know that I did a video where I was saying like new meta, some people could farm Spider. Eventually, I will do that. But right now, 6-stars is more important to me than farming Spider. So it's rerunning 12-3 a billion times. She's got another interesting champion actually from a mystery shard. Decrease attack is one of the skills I'm missing on Clan Boss right now to enable me to go longer. It also gives increased defense on all allies. The small versions is not great, but books down to a 3-turn cooldown. I don't really care about this passive a lot, but it's definitely an interesting champ. Like, I would never take him to 6-stars. I think I'm just going to get better over time, but I don't have better right now. I don't even have a solid decrease attack champion at all. So he's actually another one who's worthy of a look, honestly. I was just pulling some mystery shards just to upgrade these dudes I've been leveling. Constantly leveling. If I had more brews, I would be doing the kind of like trick to get more points here. I just don't have them. I just don't have brews right now. So we're not in that luxurious position. I think it's time to see if this was worth it or not. I think it's time. I don't need to book him out. It doesn't make any difference to me other than trying to get the cooldown. But I don't think he stays alive long enough to get back to the cooldown anyway. So it's a one and done type of deal. I don't know if he's going to survive long enough for anything, honestly. But what I've done here is I've got enough accuracy to land his ability. So perception gear. I've actually got him in an accuracy chest, mainly because I was trying to complete this stalwart set. Might just be better if he was in an HP chest and I forget the stalwart, but reducing damage from AoEs by 30%, it's actually a lot. So, you know, for someone who I'm just trying to keep alive for a while, yeah, it might do the job. We'll see. We'll see. This is a ropey as hell, right? She's a goner, unfortunately. In comes the Vanguard. Do I grab more health or do I grab the accuracy? I think I've got enough accuracy anyway on my builds, apart from maybe Kale. Doesn't matter so much for this. So I think I'm just going to grab that extra health and see what we can do. Hopefully, still uses his main ability. Yeah, so he's used one ability here. And get those burns out again. Burns are pivotal in this fight because then we can still land our other stuff. Drop defense out. Got resisted over here. But then go in with the first nuke. Some damage away. Burns are everywhere, so we're just going to try and poison. Who can take poisons? I think you can. Can you? Oh, didn't crit anyway. Provoke then over here. Get it. So all this means is we get a little bit more time to proc burns. That's basically all we've achieved in that exchange. We're actually getting some resistance stuff going on. Still would love to be able to. Oh man, 900k. Levinek. Still quite far from where I need it to be. It's pretty far from where I need it to be. I can get luckier than I just got, for sure. So we're going to try that. Just going to try and get luckier. That's the plan. Hope for more procs of stuff. Debuffs blocked. So that is actually not someone who could be poisoned. I don't remember who could be poisoned there. There's only some of them that can. Nuke. 600k's on the board. Turn me to field going on. Another one's dead. Did get the stun this time. Oh man, it's such a joke. Guess we just go for like the weaker affinity. Still getting weak hits. I don't have to burn up anymore. Damn, that's a mistake. Over a mil. I'm like 600k short, so I'm a long way short. I basically need another full rotation of the burns to happen. I don't think I'm going to get there. It was a valiant effort. I just don't think I've got the survivability in the team to make this work. 950. Honestly, if I just had Brimstone as well, I think this could be a goer, but it's not quite. A million and 5. I'm not going to squeeze another 600k damage in with this squad. There's just no way of doing it. I don't have enough survivability right now, which sucks, honestly, because it's kind of like getting there, but it's not quite there. Not bad, though. Like, you know, we keep the result. I don't think I've got another way of hitting the extra, like, 600k. Just thinking, like, who else have I got in the tank? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, Pestilus could do some burnage. It's just not enough. Just not enough. But anyway, hopefully next week we'll be getting at least on the board for Hydra. But, you know, pretty quickly you start earning clan gold, and clan gold's really valuable. You start earning Mithrala fragments. Not really sure that's a value to us right now. But the gear is really just a lot of value. So we tried. It was a valiant effort. We tried. We failed. It is what it is. There you go, guys. I've been Hell Hades, free to play. Hope you enjoyed the whole kind of like full vid, and I'll see you soon.